Hello, good afternoon. You're on to be unashamed with your amiable Toyo. My name is Oluwatoyo Sifaloye. For people who do not know me and who have not been onto my program before, okay, so it's another Tuesday. Well, I come up line every Tuesday by 1 p.m. So, if you enjoy this program today, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's on there. The link is on there, and just set your alarm and remember to always join me. Good afternoon. Okay, so I actually had a different topic to talk about, but as of yesterday afternoon, I had to change it for some reasons. One, I met a friend yesterday, and he told me his story. He's a guy, how he was molested by their maid. He was just 6 years old, and it happened till he was 10 years old. And not like it just happened, they were practically having sex every day. And he said there were even days that it was twice in the day, morning and night. And that happened like that for good afternoon, Ma. That happened like that for that's like 4 years. Till the maid was sent away. The parents didn't even know, the family didn't know about the incident, but I think later on in years it affected his health. He didn't really tell me into details. But luckily by next week, hopefully, he promised to join me online to come and share his story, and so we can really hear it in detail. But he said that, do I know what it means for a 5-year-old boy to be introduced into sexual intercourse, and he was having it every day, and then at some point they just stopped it like that. This is something that had become a normal thing to him. It was a norm, and so stopping it all of a sudden. Then he went to secondary school. Then he asked me a question. He said, when you do something every day that has become your normal life, and then all of a sudden that thing is taken away from you, don't you think that something would have to replace that thing, something else? I don't know. I was just put in the guessing situation. He didn't really tell me well, but me, I was thinking maybe he was doing, I don't know, but I just thought about it like, okay, when I was not asking him that, do you mind sharing your story? Even being a man now, because we hear mostly of the ladies' part of the story. Oh, there's the one going around now, the Uwa story that was raped and also murdered. Just few minutes ago, I actually went into details of that story. Like, I just want to know because I've been hearing and hearing, and me, I'm not the kind of person that I hear and then I talk. I like to make my own findings. Then I saw pictures of her in the pool of blood, and I saw um this oxygen container. I think that was what was used to kill him. Is the oxygen container now? I forgot it. To kill her rather. But I don't know why would anyone want to do that. For when I'm like that your rape that was worse. I don't know what to now term killing her afterwards. I don't understand. I really do not get it. And so when my friend was telling me a story yesterday, I thought about it like, okay, now this guy was not like her. Do I know that it's worse for guys? I'm like, you are only saying it because because of the way it happened to you. You're saying it's worse for guys. Do you know the way it is on ladies too? Do you know the way it is on girls? How devastating we could be when thing like that, something like that happens to us, and especially when you are not the kind where you're not the wayward kind of a girl, you have never even experienced a thing like that. Oh yes, it's possible you might have been having sex, but a forced sex is quite different when something is taken away from you, without your consent. Okay, so and then I sat down and I thought about it, and then I was like, there is always a voice even in our silence. This guy doesn't want to talk, but he has agreed that You will be sharing a story, even though we're still talking of maybe it will be live or it won't come live. You will write it, or maybe we'll just put it in audio, and the way we'll do it anyway will be on by next week. We will be doing. Okay, so I I then thought about it like there is voice even in our silence. Why did I say that? There are a lot of things we want to say. So many things we have to say. So many things we must say. Okay, this guy has healed. This my friend, he has healed. He has gone over it. He's gone past it. He's no longer, the way he was even saying it. Like my coach thought, like when you are telling your story, it depends on the point from which you are telling it. Maybe you are telling it from the point of pain or from the point of pleasure. Now me, I'm telling I tell my story from the point of pleasure because I have healed. I've gone past that. I'm no longer, I don't see myself as a victim. I see myself as Victor, as a survivor, and I have now become a voice to people like me, like myself. But what about you? What about you? Yes, you might not. You don't have to come live like this. You don't have to come and show your face like I am doing right now. It's not everyone that is called. Good afternoon, Mama. How you doing, Ma? Thanks for joining. It's not everybody that has been called like to come and do something like this that I am doing. But you can share your story. Now, the reason why this became like a burden in my heart yesterday was we hear mostly of ladies' issues. What about the guys? There was a sister that was telling me some stories yesterday. She worked in a school, and she was telling me how some children, very small children, like at the age of 5, 6, they actually bathe themselves, they dress themselves up. Some even get food. There was a particular child that that came to school that morning. She didn't have a bag. She was not wearing a pant. And when they asked her, she was like, I forgot. I do not remember. I took my bath myself. I don't understand. She has a mother. And she was not telling me different stories like that. She said, and to tell you, see, if you hear plenty people's story, if you see some of these children, because the school is like this kind of school, like they are wealthy people's children, and so they don't have time. There is one that they even said they put in a boarding house. The child is like maybe 3 years, I don't know. The mother said she's too busy and she cannot be going up and down and also be carrying the baby around, and so she's busy. And do you know that even in this lockdown, she's not with the child just because she could not come and carry the child? Okay, they now said the child was kept with the housemaster. Please do not quote me. I'm not saying the housemaster is molesting him, but do you know this is how we start? When they find out that you don't even care, you don't even know, you don't know what is wrong with your child, even yourself, you are not, because a mother that will leave that kind of a child in a boarding school and will not even come to check until after vacation, something is wrong with her. Something is really, really wrong with her. There is no mother and child relationship. How will that kind of a child come tomorrow and tell her that, Mom, do you know something like this is happening to me? Mr. Dancer, good afternoon, sir. Do you know that something like this is happening to me? Do you know that so person is touching me here? He's saying this. It might not even have started. Maybe the person is doing like is advancing, like telling him nonsense stories, showing him stars. There are different kinds of sexual abuse. It doesn't have to come to touching. The way they abuse a child is it's visual. They go naked and they make the child watch them do some nonsense stuffs and all that. And here you are. You went through this thing. Please, okay. Let me say this as well. I saw a live. It wasn't really live. I wouldn't say it was live. The replay of someone like Me Too that had a guest, like they were both survivors, and so she invited someone as a guest, and the lady was saying that it's not every victim that want to talk. Like, you have to ask, what exactly do you want? They want to talk, right? But it's not everyone that wants to, loud it, that wants to share it, that wants the whole world to hear it. Thank you, sir. It's not everybody. But do you know what? The first step you have to do to help yourself is talk. This, my friend, was saved because when things started going really bad, he fell sick and all that, he spoke. He told his parents what was wrong with him. He told his parents what he was doing, what was going on behind them that they did not know, under their roof. He spoke. Please, do I have to beg for you to understand that you have to speak? People want, it's not everybody wants to hear you, but for your own good, you have to speak. You don't have to die in silence. Okay, let's look at Uwa's story. This thing it has become really dicey, right? When we look at this Uwa story, for instance, maybe a killer killed her because she identified the face, or maybe she was screaming and they feel like, oh, this girl is going to expose us or something, and they decided to kill her. And then maybe there are young ladies like her, even younger ones, that are going through, sexual abuse right now. And when they hear Uwa's story that she was killed, a lot of things will start going on in their head, like, okay, what if I talk? And maybe the abuser is threatening already. What if I talk? What if I do this? Maybe they will kill me. But do you want to hear the truth? I would say, except your abuser is psycho, they will not kill you. And please, this has to do with you as a parent to listen to your child. Even if the child is lying at first, just first of all show interest in what they have to tell you. Listen. Tell them that you believe them. Then make inquiries, make your findings. If you have not caught them doing it, if you have not found them, then make your findings. So that even when it now really happens, they can come and tell you. And maybe you can even prevent the incident from happening. And if you have gone through this, please, you need to talk. You need to speak. You need to get help. You need to get healed. Everybody, there are a lot of people that have died, like Hua. I was telling my friend today, I was like, well, Hua went to a church to read. Yeah, we might say there is lockdown. What is she reading for? There is no exam. There is nothing. But nothing justifies the fact that she was raped. She was violated. She was abused. And she was killed on top of it. And you are going through something like that right now. Please, you need to talk. Before, possibly, you end up being killed. You need to get help. And if you know you have a story like this that you want to share that can help people, that can encourage people to speak up. So many people are just waiting for people like me and you to speak so that they can have that boldness, that courage, that confidence to say, okay, someone is going through this really, and somebody wants to listen to me. Beyond Ashamed is a platform for people like you and me to talk. For people like you and me to open up. I will tell you that the first step out of this is talking. Speak. Be careful who you speak to at the same time. Be careful, right? But you have to speak. You need to speak. You need to get help. If the person will have to be arrested, then let them be arrested. That is none of your business, because, like I've heard, the punishment should be equal to the crime that they are committing. I hope somebody is hearing me. I hope someone is listening. Please, speak. Save a soul. Right inside of you, you know that I know I'm going to speak one day. Let that one day be today. Start. You can start with writing. You can take a sheet of paper and write it. When you write it, start reading it out to yourself. You are speaking already. That will start, increasing your confidence to even be able to call someone and speak to the person. And then you can get help. That my friend said he didn't get help until he was in like SS3. That's like almost 6 years after. But so many things have gone bad. And it took the help of therapists to make him normal. He doesn't have to get to that level. And even if your own is already at that stage, there are people who want to listen to you. I am here, I want to listen to you. I am here, I want to hold your hands. I was sexually abused. I was molested by people that I know, by people that I trusted, by people that I believe will not do a thing like that to me. Even when the first, second one happened, I did not know. I did not understand what they were doing to me. I did not see it as a wrong thing because these are the people that I know and I trusted so much. Maybe that is your case. And you are even scared. You don't want to destroy relationship. Well, the truth is that it is not I would say my family don't even know. Auntie Kike has to know about what I've been doing or what happened to me. But I'm here because of people like you. I'm here to let you know that there is someone out there who wants to listen to you. You don't have to come live. You can write it, but speak and get help. It doesn't have to get to the stage of you getting a therapist or you being brutally murdered. They might not even murder you with a thing like that. They might not even kill you with a knife. They might not even eat something on your head. But you being raped over and over and over and over again. The emotional torture is even worse than hitting something on your head. It's worse. So please speak. Do you know somebody who you think is going through something like this? Have you seen anybody that has been withdrawn lately? Do you see your child holding back from you? Do you see your child, trying to run away from someone? Do you see your child trying to excuse when someone comes in? And this is the person that this child has been very friendly with, and is saying, "Mommy, I'll be back." Or maybe you are sending your child on an errand, and the child is saying, "Mommy, I don't want to go there." And you are insisting, you will go, else I will beat you, I will deal with you. Why will I be sending you and you are refusing? Please ask the child why she's refusing. Ask the child why he is refusing. Guys are molested. Girls are molested. It is not only girls. My friend said, do I know that the effect on guys are worse? And then I was discussing with another friend, and he said, it is true. And then I actually want to accept, because he was saying that, do I know that ladies, which is very true, ladies can control their urges. But guys, they can also do. But it takes the grace of God too. And for a child at age 5, sleeping with an adult for 4 years, every day, he was like, do I know what that means? Do I know the door that has been opened in his life? This is what is going on. A lot is going on under your nose. Can you just start sniffing? So maybe you can perceive something. Can you open your ears? Can you open your eyes so that you can see, so that you can hear? And please, can you come out and talk? Can you, if you're thinking of, I don't want to talk, what will people say? Okay, have you asked me what people are saying about me? Do you know how many survivors out there are telling their stories? Have you heard of Joyce Meyer? She wasn't molested by just anybody. Our own biological father. Our father. And you are here saying, you don't want to talk. You don't want to talk. Somebody needs your story. Somebody needs to hear from you. Somebody needs to be saved today. Maybe a child is thinking of committing suicide right now. But just hearing your story alone will say, okay, Maybe I could give it a try. And that is it. A soul is saved. And that is just it. Somebody did not die. And that is just it. Somebody did not go depressed and run mad. Hi, Wumi. Good afternoon. Somebody didn't go depressed and run mad. Are you afraid? Are you ashamed? Beyond Ashamed is a platform for people like you. You don't have to be ashamed. They can call you names, but has it changed your name? Do you think God sees you otherwise? He sees you as his beloved, as his loved child. It doesn't really matter what people say. You have a seed of greatness in you. Can you start planting it? Can you start nurturing it? Can you start watering it? You know, in the space of less than 2 months, I can't tell you how many stories I have heard. People who have told me their stories that ordinarily would not have told me a thing like that. So now, I feel like, you don't have to be, I'm not a hero. I'm not perfect. But you can be saving a soul. I have a friend that was telling me how she was terribly molested when she was young for like almost 7 years. She told me a story. Why do you think she was telling me a story? Because she heard me talking. If I did not talk, she would keep it to herself. And she was telling me that, well, she is healed. Things are better now. That's it. That is just it. Someone called me the very first day I started my program and called me and said, Toyosi, I don't believe. Then she started telling me how this, and this and that. And I was like, wow. I have a friend. I've not even met him. He's like my biggest fan on Beyond Ashamed. When he was telling me his story, how his aunt used to abuse him. Thank you, dear. How his aunt was abusing him when he was, I think, around age 6 too. Why will he tell me 18 like that? And he told me that I'm the first person he will be telling. And this is a guy I know that is way, 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 way older than me. And he's telling me a thing like that. You don't even have to have a story like me, but you can have a listening here. You just have to show empathy, just show passion, show compassion, show some care. Let someone trust you enough to be able to confide in you and be saved and not die. I think today's I didn't really plan for this, but I feel like this is a preaching. I'm just trying to tell us that we shouldn't wait till things get out of hand. Look at Uwa. She's dead. Maybe the people that even killed her have been molesting her. Maybe it didn't even start that day. Maybe they've been threatening her. If you are threatened, they've not done it. Can you please go and tell somebody that can help you, that will believe you? I know a lot of us have parents that will not listen, that don't have time, that don't care. There was a lady I read her story and she was like, Mom, if you are reading this story, I want to tell you that I hate you so much. Because when she was molested, she will come and tell her mom, and mom will tell her, shut up, go inside. You are always looking for trouble. You are always here and there making troubles. Which was not true. She was not making troubles. It was true. And it was her mom's brother, her cousin. There were many. The friend of her cousin. All of them were always coming to their house and molesting this girl. And she's here saying, Mom, I hate you. Please, mothers, fathers, don't let it get to the stage where your daughter will look up to you, where your son will stand up to you and tell you, I hate you, because of your negligence. Because of your, don't even know. Okay, I saw a movie a few days ago. The lady was, she was pregnant. Okay, let me call her Mary. She was pregnant. And the scene where I started, she was having an argument with her husband that she wanted sex and her husband was not giving her. And the man was like, do you want to die? Is it food? Is it this? Is it that? And she was really, really, shouting and all that. That she wanted it. She really needs it. She can't do without it. How can her husband be depriving her of She has a maid. They are a security man. Excuse me. And so one day she sent the maid out to get something and told the maid that she should not come back until she calls her to come home. But the maid unfortunately forgot the ATM card the woman gave her, that Mary gave her, and she came back home. On getting home, she met her husband. The security man was the maid's husband, and met her husband with the madam. Pregnant woman, heavily pregnant. She didn't talk, she left. So she hired some people to pretend and come to the house like robbers and threaten them and then expose the woman. Not knowing that what she knew was even little to what was happening. And so on getting to the house, when the people came, they met the husband. Let me say the husband is David. Okay, let me say Joseph. Joseph, Mary's husband. Then there was David, and then David is Mary's husband's friend, and David's wife too was there, Rebecca, kind of like that. Let me just give them that kind of a name. And so when they saw Rebecca, they said, Auntie, we saw you at so hotel. And she was denying it. And they now turned to Joseph, and they're like, Sir, were you not the one we saw with her? They started denying. Eventually they confessed that yes, it is true. And then David was like, you have been sleeping with my wife. You have been sleeping with my wife. Hey, then he said, fine, it's equal. That your wife too. I've been sleeping with her. And then they started fighting. When they started fighting, David said, do you even think you are responsible for the pregnancy in your wife's womb? The housemaid now spoke like, Madam, so you are even doing this, and yet you are sleeping with my husband. Another commotion. You are sleeping with the security man. You are sleeping with your husband's friend. And the mother, the wife's mother was there. The wife's mother now went to meet her and said, I am ashamed. You have disgraced me so much. I'm so bitter. I don't know. And then the lady stood up and said, Mom, I hate to say this to you, but you caused all this. And the woman was like, how? How did I cause? She said, do you know since when I started having sex? I was just 8 years old when I started having sex. And the mother was wondering, how come? And she said, you were the vendor. You were the caterer. You were the event planner. You were the designer. You were the cake baker. You were everything. And you would leave me at home. And Uncle Kabiru will put me on his chest and tell me, let's be doing what mommy and daddy are doing. And the mother said, which Uncle Kabiru? He said, your younger brother. And the mother said, why did you not tell me? She said, Uncle Kabiru said he will kill me if I tell you. And she said, the mother said, but you should know he was lying. He said, how was I supposed to know? With a little brain in my head as a child. And the mother was dumbfounded. Maybe that is just the issue. You don't know who is, and this woman's life was completely ruined. She wanted sex every day. She said it affected her that she could not do without sex in a day. And you are here and there, here and there, here and there. I am talking to you as a mother. Please be watchful. Pay attention to your children. Give them attention. Be sensitive to their needs. Listen to them when they are talking. Ask them questions. Ask. Know who their friends are. Know who they work with. Know the things they do. If they are already exposed to the internet, please, can you just check what they are doing on the internet? Can you just check what they are going through? Can you just check what they are watching before things go out of hand? Some, they even meet people on internet, and then they meet. Eventually, when they meet face to face, is that very day they will be raped, they will be molested, everything will be done, and eventually, it's possible they will die. But please, don't let it get to that level. I'm begging our parents. Let's watch out for our children. Maybe the girl that went to read in church, maybe the home was not conducive for her to read. Yes, some homes are like that. I know what I'm talking about. So some homes are like that. The child knows that if I stay at home, I may not be able to assimilate. And so let me just go to where I'll be able to get this thing. Can we just make, even if you are living in a room, tomorrow your child can tell you, Mommy, I remember everything you did for me just to be where I am today. And then another child will say, Mommy, I curse you. It is left to you to decide which one you want. Daddy, I regret you being my father. I leave you with the choice. Choose what you want. Please, if you have comments, if you have questions, you have contributions, this is about you talking, this is about people speaking, this is about you helping a soul, saving a child, helping a child out there. This is about you coming out of even your own, of your shadows. Come out into the limelight. Help yourself, be saved. People want to hear you. I want to hear you. I want to help you. I was a victim, but I am here today because I have healed. It's a long process. It's not that easy, but yes, you can go through it. It's easy to go through. There is nothing that is not easy. It all depends on your mind. Just it is left to you to believe that you can get help. It is left to you to believe that you can be healed. It is left to you to believe that nobody really cares. You think you are ashamed. You need to come and hear what stories. You feel guilty. Oh well, start by forgiving yourself. Confess your sins. You don't have to go to church and tell pastor. Kneel down. Talk to your God. He's right within you. He will listen. He loves you that much. Please. Yeah, so if there is no question, if there is no comment, I don't know if there is anybody who want to talk about the Hua story, because the thing is really, really, really is that's gone viral. Like everyone is just talking about it. Me, I think I just heard about it 2 days ago, and I don't know. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. Oh, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel with the link to this attached to this video. You can also follow my page on Facebook at Be Unashamed. So that you can hear my own story too. How I was sexually abused, I was health challenged, and the rest. You can also, if you don't, you can also share this video if it has helped you one way or the other, and you feel somebody should hear this. You can share it. You can invite someone to join you next Tuesday by 1 p.m. to also watch me live while I speak. For my stories, please speak. Please don't hold back. We want to help. We want to listen. We will listen. We believe you. I believe you. I understand. And above all, we love you. You are not alone. No, you are not alone. And God loves you more. Yes. So thank you for joining me once again on Be Unashamed. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Wumi. How you doing, Justina? Thank you for watching. And Kike, I really appreciate everyone for joining me. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you do, you can just write done to the comments. Just put done, and do not forget to share with your friends too. Let them watch, and also let them subscribe to see my previous videos and then subsequent ones. God bless you. It's nice having you all. I appreciate you. See you next week. I love you. Bye.